transferred. Now he at Utah.
Oh, for real? I ain't know
he was
included to come to OU.
Yeah, he was had signed.
He is nasty. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but
and
you
he's
know,
been injured for like a whole year, but he ain't missed no game.
He like
and
50.
He is dropping a minute.
He might be 30. Hell, no, let me stop saying that. Cam Rising.
He look like it. He look like he about 42.
Welcome to the Sesh. Welcome to the Sesh.
What's going down?
You know who it is.
What
your
is
boy
going
Nav.
down? Mr. Butter Stuff in the place to be.
Man, we live with the USC and Utah game right now. So if y'all hear some craziness in the midst, that's because we got that in the backdrop. 17-17 going to have 2 seconds.
Great game. Needed to happen.
Yeah, man, we getting to it, man. It's getting to the nitty gritty time in football, my man.
Yes, it is.
Your guys are out of it at the Big Ten champ.
We need them.
They out of there. They out of there. They out of there.
You sitting there watching the game.
Woo.
You see what it is.
Ooh,
So we need it the most.
Oh, this fool that threw it back to the damn dude. Don't you? Boy, he better get his foot out the end zone.
Yeah, we need it the most.
USC ain't ready for the big game. USC ain't ready for the big game. There you go, Brody.
Yeah, they have to come out of half.
But man, so what you want to get into, man? What you want to talk about this strictly USC? You want to get into a little bit of?
This is going. We'll kind of get into this as this goes because this is
what's the SEC
live.
matchup this weekend?
LSU and Georgia.
Georgia versus LSU. What you got on? What you got on that? What you think about that there?
I think it might start out to be a decent game coming out the gate, but I think I don't know. It's going to be a motivation thing for me, for Georgia because they pretty much locked in.
Man.
So it's are they really going to come to get it? I think they can beat them kind of muzzled down if they
sure.
they call the dog or the dogs calling themselves back a little bit just
Right.
by self motivation. I think they'll still pull the game out, but I think it may be entertaining only for that factor. To be honest with you.
Man, I don't really see LSU. They got, 2 losses?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got 2 losses, man. And I just think that's going to be hard for Georgia to not just run amok you, not run you over physically. Man, they just impose so much of themselves on defensively. They just be suffocating teams. It's hard for them teams to get done what they need to be done. And so, with that being said, man, I think that's going to be a lopsided game at the end of the day. And so we'll see how that all kind of plays out going forward. Then we got, who we got? The Big 12? Michigan, the Big 10. You got the Big 10, you got the Big 12. Pac-10 going right now. So we're going on, you say Big 10, Michigan's playing who? We winning? Who?
Purdue.
Is this we're going to talk about Michigan running the ball dominant? I like to see the quarterback come out and do what he did last week. Again, I like to see a repeat, so I won't think it's fluky.
I'm interested to see how this game goes as well too. For that same reason. The other one being Corum is out for the season.
For sure.
You got the other running back, still got that cast on his hand. So how tricky is that going to be? But I think they're going to pull it out. I think
right. It's gonna be.
they're going to end up, smashing them. And I think it's going to start out kind of slow, kind of how Michigan been playing all year, except for when they play us.
Yeah.
Shit, it's going, be a close, grinded out game, and then they'll hit those breakout, explosive moments. I think he will play a role in it, their quarterback.
For sure. He said he will play a role. Man, it's definitely okay. Well, it's definitely gonna be I think a lopsided game. I don't see Purdue putting up too much of a fight against Michigan. Kind of like the Georgia game before. I think Michigan's just gonna impose too much of themselves on for the fourth quarter. So I think it'll be hard for them to really be able to establish anything, probably offensively, and really do anything much defensively. So. That's that on them boys.
Purdue can make some plays though. Now they got some.
I'm not saying they don't have playmakers. I just kind of expect Michigan to, by the end of the game, the score's not going to be favorable. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Kind of like the LSU Georgia. By the end of the game, the score's not going to be favorable. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
it's going to be a booty bust.
Yeah, you get one turnover, man, for either one of those teams, Purdue or LSU. It's just going to be deflating to that sideline. You know what I mean? It's going to be hard to come back from, especially if one of those teams go down and score. You get the ball back, you turn the ball over, they go down and score again. Don't let it be a classic Michigan or Georgia play with a quarterback break and run a 40-yard touchdown after avoiding a sack in the backfield type shit. Man, it just, them type of games be a lot of competitive nature. Then, like I say, the Big 12, you got K-State. Who they play?
TCU.
TCU, Horned Frogs. They are. They're number 4. They locked in. I was expecting that to be.
TCU is 3.
TCU is 3. USC is 4. I was expecting really K-State to possibly pull that upset out. Honestly, I'm expecting K-State. I'm going on with it. I'm expecting K-State to win a close game, 31-28 K-State. I think Deuce Vaughn is going to have a big day. This Howard kid they got at quarterback, I think he's the right type of
lay him in there too.
Yeah, quarterback. Right enough run mix pass for him. So, and K-State, they just a fiery upstart. I ain't gonna call them upstart.
They got those. They got those odd weapons that Kansas State always keeps. You know, like you said,
a receiver.
Yeah, that small,
running, shifty,
fast
running back, right?
Running back. You know, they got the quarterback. You know, this one they got a couple quarterbacks. But they got Martinez who can, really run the ball,
right,
and fling it in, certain situations and plays and make some plays. But now they got a quarterback that can really put it around the yard. You know what I'm saying? He can throw that ball. So yeah, it's some for the first time the championship games is very interesting. They got some dynamics that have played out throughout the whole year. That's why I'm really, a lot of riding on. He busted my ass about my Buckeyes being in this situation, but we got a real shot to be in.
Man.
You know what I'm
saying?
Help.
They need
USC
help.
is up against a team they got their Achilles heel. They know them.
SC, I like to see SC lose just because of the way Lincoln Riley did OU. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm not.
Me too, and I didn't even know you fan.
Yeah, I'm not a Sooner fan, but I just
in
feel
sports you don't do shit like that. Like that's that's really what
I mean.
How it got down to. That was some gritty shit.
It would do to you. Then you out here poaching everybody's best players, selling them pipe dreams and shit. Like you in 4 years plus years at OU, you went to the Final Four a lot, but you didn't win. You know what I mean? I think that speaks volumes because you're gonna do so much. If you only focus on offensively, like you gotta be. If you're a head coach, you gotta focus all the way around on the team. Yeah, put the same amount of energy in getting stops, man. So, like I said, it's championship weekend, man. It's not a whole lot really going on college football. We're getting ready to shift over into NBA. A little bit of NFL left. I know some of y'all probably wonder why we don't discuss a lot of NFL. I mean, I get down with it all, really.
I don't fuck with it.
Yeah, he don't.
That's why.
He don't like the NBA. You know what I'm saying? He don't like World Cup. He like nothing.
Oh no.
He don't like nothing.
Shoot, had your brother from South America hit me up, man.
None of that shit. But no, man. A lot going on. USA plays tomorrow in World Cup action. Mexico lost over the weekend for the first time.
There's a lot of Germany lost.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of traditional powers, a lot of new shit going on in the area, new vibes. Brazil, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the world's changing,
So different talent, different talent out here, ceasing. The opportunity to be the man of the moments in minutes, and so I hope America pulls it out. I hope Pulich could come back. We score some goals. We need some goals. We've been defending awfully well, but we need some goals. We had a little flip in the midst of all that. We got NBA on now. We got Lakers and Milwaukee. Lakers up 3, 128-125. 2 minutes going to 4. So I like Giannis myself. So I'm hoping this little 3-point lead go on and get 8 up real quick. That was a lovely lead pass Giannis made.
Nice.
Yeah, lovely lead pass, but. Shifting to the NBA now, man. I hope y'all can keep up with us. Like and subscribe if we're moving too fast. Click in, tell me to slow my ass down, man. It's all good. It's all up.
Yeah, we do it all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
You just get the rambling going.
Man, so much be going on. So, try to.
I don't know who got in the NBA right now.
Man, shit. That's hard to call. It's kind of it's quiet because of football season. I seen Lamar Jackson have to write an apology. So. Football always eats up a lot of the NBA action. The Lakers started winning a few games, so the Russell trade talk kind of died down. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nobody really on his head about running him up out of LA and shit. So Russell can survive another half a season. Yeah, but he got half a season, man. For the Lakers, they get to that midway point. Anthony Davis got 41 and 9. About time.
You think he gonna make it to the trade deadline?
Russ.
Mm-hmm.
He should be able to, man. If he don't understand it by now, he better understand it. I mean, you can have the ball in your hands, but sometimes you just gotta defer. You just gotta defer. Know how to use your energy wisely.
I think how they got him in that role and how he accepted it is kind of showing he willing to embrace it. But if they do trade him off somewhere else, he got to be on that same energy.
I don't like that possession. Only 2 people touch the ball that possession: LeBron and Anthony Davis. See, look. That's what Russell brings to your team. You see what he do? Y'all done scared the shit out of everybody. It's a minute 7. They can't give up. They still there. Really, they right there. It ain't nothing.
But is the D gonna hold up? You know, that's been trash all year.
It's under a minute. Here we go. It's ball game time. He doing too much dribbling. He gotta want to take the shot.
Trash all year. Oh.
No, money.
Trash all year.
Who? LA, man, they fighting right now, so you gotta give them their respect. What about Dwight Howard over there? He overseas tearing that ass up.
And Shaq over here hating.
Hey man, look, this is what I'm gonna say right now. This is what we're gonna say right now. As much as LeBron used to be your guy, man, I love Shaq, bro. I love Shaq. I love him because he's a big fella. We share the same birthday. I said that before, man. I really fuck with Shaq. But man, to me, it seemed like, and I respect him because he do got his championship. You know what I'm saying? They take a lot to be a champion. But Barkley was a banger. There's some cats out here that be banging. He be on their head hard. And not everybody built like that. You know what I mean? That's why JaVale McGee had that little thing where they said he was getting bullied. They were bullying JaVale. So, you gotta be careful, man. Gotta be careful. And then another thing I was tripping off of, I swear, man, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George do not play basketball games at all.
No, they do not.
What do they do for a living? Are they basketball players?
I don't know, but I'm comfortable if I see him on the street, like, man, hey, man, let me get a little bit of change, man, because you got
I don't want no
you don't do shit.
You
man,
start coaching.
Provide that shit to charity.
You said
because that's what the fuck it is.
Man, that's
you raping the league, so provide that shit to charity.
If Kawhi got these arthritic knees like they say he do, and it's gonna be a struggle for him to play back-to-back games and all this other stuff, then it's just gonna be a struggle for him. But one thing about it, you better get your ass out there and limp the fuck around.
I guarantee you, them checks getting cash though somehow.
Oh yeah, number 2 Michigan, tomorrow Purdue. Yeah, man, these cats, man.
Money getting spent.
What you think about kind of falling back in college football real quick? Matt Rule going to Nebraska. That happened this week.
Solid move.
Think so? You'll be able to turn around?
I mean, what his track, some coaches, especially in college ranks, what their track record is, even when they bounce, when they come back. So he gonna flip that motherfucker around.
Why can't college coaches transition to the NFL very well?
Well, you leading young men versus established professionals of men.
I guess I don't get that. What
changes
so much?
Dynamic.
I mean, I understand the dynamic.
Well, because certain people have the ball. I mean, you can play. You play sports at a high level.
Oh yeah.
Certain people have to have a ball at a high level, and it's contractual at that point. Versus in college, it's just to kind of get you noticed for your draft status or your eligibility, for the next level, or getting you ready for the next game, or being a star, or all Big Ten or whatever the hell you aspiring for. But in the pros, that shit is contractual. Cats is out there playing for bread, money. They playing for legacy. They playing for generational wealth. They playing for history, some of them. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So it's,
Jacksonville State is this weekend. I see Prime. Can't forget about Prime. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be nice.
Make sure we get all the HBCUs some love for their hard work in the season they put in this year, man. The 2 teams that's going at it. Jacksonville, who are they playing to be exact? I'm not sure. Both teams, man. Shit, both teams, man. Congratulations. I'm sorry on the team. I don't know y'all's name off the top of my head like that. And I could only holler about Prime.
I love what he's doing. I love how even his interviews with people is triggering them to kind of backdoor, kind of ask him what job he gonna take, stuff like that. So it's
Prime,
it's fun.
Man, do you, D? Man, if you want to coach and you really into coaching, man, you feel like going to a D1 will elevate your stature as that, man. Do that. I'm just support you. I'm support you. Southern, yeah. Southern, I didn't mean no disrespect to y'all. I apologize. So I hope Southern go out there and put up a good fight. I don't normally go for either team. I probably will tune in and give y'all some views because that's just important to me. But yeah, man, both y'all teams play hard, man. Best man win. Right. But if you got Lincoln Riley as your coach, I want you to lose every time, Frank. You know, but I'm just saying, man, I do, man. Cowboys, they play this weekend in the NFL.
Boys got.
I'm not sure, man. I believe we got. I have to. Fuck.
You know who the squad playing?
Man, I got too much to keep up with. Right now, it's college basketball. I've been trying to keep up with my Texas Longhorns, man. Was just thinking about this the other day when I was going to work. Colts, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just Saturday, I had written something about that because both those. I thought it was peculiar that Jerry Jones was in the headlines this week for a photo, and then that's a big shot. Waka, he ain't got it in him. He went up real high, and today was the first time I seen him jump that high in 4 years, boy.
Yeah, for real. Be careful when you come down.
Man, boy. He is a gingerbread man, for real, though.
Merciless.
He is a gingerbread man.
Stale gingerbread man.
Boy, you hear me? He's not fresh. He ain't fresh. He ain't got no.
That is bread sticks, boy.
Man.
Dry snap crackle.
Oh, yeah. Giannis, he got too deep. He got himself too deep. He's trying to get a tip done.
It's just so brutal.
Man, Lakers needed this one.
Injured, his crumbs left on the floor.
Man, Anthony Davis, man, he got to cut the braids. You know what I'm saying? Once he do that, he'll be healthy. He got too much hair on his head, bro. Yeah, it's weighing down. He got too much hair on his head. Yeah, he's weighing him down. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't like this before. He got
too top heavy.
That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? He get the damn Patrick Beverly, scrap that. They should give him a take. But yeah, man. So back to this here football talk, man. This here sports talk, man. Getting caught up. Lakers pulled out a win against Milwaukee on the road.
I want to talk about. Ain't that Kitna's boy down in Florida?
Boy, that's John Kitna.
Is that John Kitna boy for real? Like I didn't do any research to check to make sure.
Yeah, I heard about that on the radio.
But yeah.
What you think?
Yeah.
What you think?
Man, I mean it ain't.
How old is he?
What?
That's what I was. He a college student.
20?
Yeah. So
21?
I mean, how young was he going? He gotta be a damn kid himself. I heard people saying a lot of different stuff about it, man. And I don't have enough details. You know what I'm saying? They said it was part of a big ring, but I mean, there ain't enough details to really be calling the kid this, that, or the third. What I can say is that you never want to be associated with no shit like that,
Sure
G.
don't.
You know what I'm saying? If it's good, bad, or indifferent, that's some shit you just don't want to be associated with.
And if y'all wonder what we're talking about, the kiddie fund, the dirty kid fund, folks that's out there, because I guess sometimes you can't say it online or you got to use certain phrasing. I don't know all about the lingo or how you say it, but yeah, this cat for the Florida Gators, backup quarterback, was found with a lot of child pornography on his computer.
A lot. A lot.
So,
but I be confused by the whole industry of it, right? Like, because sometimes I feel like some of this stuff is catering to underage shit, and so what you expect people to do. And I'm not saying it's okay. And they go, I don't know, man. What the hell I'm saying?
Some of them's hypersexualized.
I think a lot of us are. I mean, look where we live in America. A lot of shit is hypersexualized.
So yeah, I had to toss that out there. Sure, they represent, put that out there. You got to watch out for you folks.
Man, I don't know, man. I'm one of them weirdos, man. Like, I don't feel like there's a place for women in sports, but it may not be on the field at the same time as me. You know what I'm saying? But it's not that I don't think she's not capable.
Yeah, we know what the capabilities of certain men's minds and actions are. And
Correct. Correct.
You let a motherfucker be on the field with a woman.
Because if it happened to a man on a football field, what you damn sure think will happen to a woman on a football field?
I'm not even really so much talking about just the physicality of it, and you know.
I'm not talking about nothing physical.
I'm talking about the
dirty play underneath.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
The low power groping. And,
yeah. Like
literally,
if it happens to men, what do you think would happen to a woman? This ain't no tackling and hitting all. There be some real ish
I'm gonna share a quick little story, man. That's how I know it happened. In Mardi Gras, New Orleans, down there hanging out. I see why women, you know, take their tops off, but they usually always up on the little balconies that's surrounded her.
Yeah, don't get down low on the ground.
Nah,
don't do it on the
ground. Shit pop off real quick, and I was only close enough to her to see it, and then kind of get moved out of the way from motherfuckers, you know,
picking her up.
She got surrounded, bro, and all I seen was pieces of clothing coming flying off and her screaming. But it was so many dudes that got around her so fast. Man. There was nothing that you could do. I mean, you know, you grabbing cats, you know, from the back, like, man, watch out, motherfuckers elbowing you, not turning around, like it's just too
drunk.
Yeah,
don't give a fuck,
motherfuckers. It was a bad situation. I really don't know what happened to her. But yeah, that shit, motherfuckers would get animalistic really quick.
That primal shit kick in, you say?
Yes, sir.
You say yes, sir. Man, well, they better be instinctively using that shit resourcefully, shit. But you know, man, I'm looking for Utah to come out this second half and get USC's ass, man. I need an upset. Like I said, I'm looking for Kansas State to do that thing. Then really, man, we're gonna really pick up heavy after this championship. You know, we're gonna have that die down.
Okay, so let's talk some little preemptive matchups. Let's just speak for what it is right now.
Okay.
You know, Georgia, USC.
Not a chance. Not a chance in hell. USC. Well, I'm saying this because I watched Oklahoma get blowed out against Georgia in these games as Kirby Smart is the head coach. He already got footage. He already got data on Lincoln Riley's offense's tendencies, shit like this. Now he got some real dogs to go hunting with.
I think USC's athleticism.
No, they just got a bunch of toys out there.
It's just not going. I mean, if Georgia can match that, you know, that
USC
with strength and power, they can be aggressive against an offense like that, and kind of, you know, get them to the point to where they're turning that ball over. Now, the one thing I will say about USC's defense is that they are very opportunistic as far as, you know, turning you over. They should have about 3 picks in this goddamn game, to be honest with you. But other than that, yeah, it'll end up being a slaughter show because they'll have Caleb Williams wrapped up. Like, he ain't going to be able to run all over the field like that on Georgia.
Well,
I mean, certain spots to make plays, but, you know, not just the, you know, the 60, 40, 50-yarders that he be clipping and running off.
Caleb Williams a better college quarterback than Kyler Murray?
That's a great question.
That's a great question. They play in the same offense.
It's almost like they are the same quarterback, to be honest. He's just taller.
Yeah. Realistically, I would probably say Caleb Williams probably played with better talent around him. So his numbers may be inflated, especially after this year. You know, Kyler only played 1 year as a starter. Caleb's had a couple years, you know what I mean? But you take Caleb's best year at OU or SC and just put it up against Kyler's 1 year.
I would say Williams only for this one factor for me, that he is taller.
No, you can take all that, take height out. Just look at the quarterback. Just look at the quarterback. Is Caleb Williams a better player in college than Kyler Murray?
No.
He said no. I personally didn't think so. But like I said, Lincoln Riley's offense will make you look extremely good.
Yeah, it will.
You know what I mean? So a lot of quarterbacks will, you know what I'm saying, want to play in an offense like that where you tuck the ball all the time. Yeah, you talk about opportunity though, man. You talk about opportunity. Shit. So you say you think Matt Rule's gonna have the foundation to turn Nebraska around, huh? How long? Sir. You got an 8-year contract.
You know how these contracts go. They'll give his ass in Nebraska. They'll give him 3.
Scott had 4. Scott Frost had 4 years.
That was Scott Frost, and he did a terrible fucking job. But that was because I was a local boy.
Why you think they can't recruit to Nebraska? I know why. Nobody want to go up there in that motherfucker. Cold.
It is Nebraska.
It's cold. Nobody
But
want to go up there where it's cold.
They ain't had nobody that's been able to establish that base of recruitment.
Man,
Like
Tom,
a reason, some reasons to fucking come for athletes to come up there.
Tom Osborne must have had them pros running around the campus all ready for the football players. He had them pros everywhere.
Shit.
If you ask me, but I don't know anything. SC kicking it off too. So this is big. This is big for Utah. They come out this second half
I told you.
and go down the field and score, get a touchdown would be big. 3 would be a little deflating, but
Yeah, they
it's
do
football.
need a touchdown.
It's football.
They do got to drop one on them.
It's football. We can end it. Ready to wrap it up? Yeah. Man, well, it's been a Sesh. A little miss.
Sit here and check out this second
Hitting
half
this
and
up.
have that update for you on the next session. I appreciate y'all, clicking like on it and subscribing. Check us out. We got more episodes coming, more in the tank, more in the vault. So y'all be easy out there, ride safe.
Already enjoy your weekend, man.